Good evening, folks. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And why don't we go ahead and select Primus Stream. Okay, I'm kind of streaming wounded right now. I've got this shoulder issue. So the longer I look down, the harder it is. So I'll probably be looking up quite a bit. So today we are going to be Falcha. Skrechog Religa Zanamdam. Welcome, my name is Skrechog, and this is Planet Crafter. And I did come in for a little while, and I set up some more lockers. Still have a few more to build, but we also have a place for our rods. Osmium rods, iridium rods, and uranium rods are all here, and super rods. So what we're going to do today is get some additional power. I'm going to take a 9 of the uranium and make a uranium rod, and I'm going to go ahead and make an additional power generator out there. And that's going to be a T1 nuclear reactor, so I just need 3 super alloy. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those. There's still some extra stuff in here I haven't moved yet. All right, so let's run out here and make another nuclear, T1 nuclear. And once we have enough uranium for a third one, we'll go ahead and build a tier 2. I want to hold on to my uranium a little bit. So the next thing I want to do is to build some flower spreaders. We've got the flower spreader pattern blueprint, and we need some fertilizer for that. So for that we need some algae. So I'm going to go ahead and jump down to our algae growing station. I can fly down, or I can take the ladder down. Either way, and hit the water. See, here's some algae that's grown. It's on the ground, on the bottom. Oops, hang on. Pick that up. Takes 3 algae to make a bacteria. I think we also need 3 algae to make a fertilizer. I might have those a little close together. I only got 10 algae, and they're supposed to produce like 2 to 8 or 1 to 8, depending on where they are. So I might want to move them apart a little bit. Let's try to get closer to that 16 number. Okay, so I'm going to need eggplants. I did move the... oops, I moved them, but I didn't put them where they belong. Here, they're in the mushroom bucket. I'll do this. So I've got 3 sets, so I'll go ahead and take 6. And then I'm also going to need some sulfur. I think I'm only going to need 1 sulfur per, but I don't know for sure off the top of my head. It's been a while since I've done this. Yes, 3 algae, 2 eggplant, and a single sulfur. I'm going to make 3 of those. Now, we got a couple of things that we can do. One, we can, see, we got that extra algae. We can put up a couple of flower spreaders. And we could also go ahead and put up a T2 algae generator, so we get more algae. That's feeding our process. I also want to put up a couple of more food growers today, because we need to start producing more eggplants, and eventually we're going to need mushrooms and squash as well, and I don't think I have any mushrooms growing up there. So let me get some magnesium. and some oxygen plants. I think I've got golden over here in the O2 seeds. So I've got this golden, that's a 600%. And I believe I've got a 400% here, yes, right here, the Tusca seed. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that those are what I need. I'm going to go ahead and grab some water out here, but I think I'm going to need 6 additional water. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple here, and then see what's in our water collector. We also want to build a lake water collector at some point. So let's see here. Q. Flower spreaders are... Oh, I need super alloy. Alright, so that's over here. Oops, oops, oops. Don't have a lot, but I only need the 2 at the moment. Remember, we can make more super alloy in the advanced crafting station by using all of the base metals and an aluminum. I guess aluminum is one of the base metals. It's just a little harder to come by in some cases. All right, I've got a golden spreader down here already. I'm going to drink this water. I don't have any food, so I'll have to get back up there pretty soon. But let me go ahead and get these flower spreaders out. I'm going to drop one here. And one over there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the golden seed in here. And the Tusca seed in here. And we now have 2 more flower spreaders generating oxygen, and a very small amount of plants. So we're consuming 35 kilowatts. We're producing 772 parts per quadrillion on oxygen, and we are looking at an additional 7.36 grams per second in plant matter, which will come in handy when we start looking at the biome itself. All right, so let's, we got those going. We'll need to get more as soon as we can, but right now, I want to check our power. All right, let's see here. I've got 46.2 available, and food growers take 18, so I can put in 2 more food growers. And as I recall, they take an aluminum, iron, and a water bottle. So let me grab a couple of aluminum, a couple of iron, and I think I've got a couple of water bottles, but I'm going to grab one more. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and turn this ice into water. Put that sulfur away here soon too. All right, so I've got I updated our upper level, by the way. So I've increased it down one cube. So the curved windows actually go into the biolab. I just thought it looked nicer this way. We can see our various working stations out here. The rockets on the right, or the east, and the power and a water collector and so forth on the west, on the left. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 more food growers right here because they'll fit. Yes, I know the food is low. I'll just grab this beans and eat it. All right, there we go. Okay, let's get those 2 food growers in place. Okay, so now these are green beans. So I'm going to go ahead and take these beans and move them down. Put them in here. So I've got all the beans together. I don't know, it just seems like an organized thing to do. These are eggplants. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this eggplant, and I'm going to move this eggplant down here. And I'm going to go ahead and add another eggplant. Locker's over here now. Right here. Okay, so now I've got 3 eggplants and 3 beans, and I've got 2 squash, and I'm going to go start growing a mushroom. Actually, Yeah, I'll grow 2 mushrooms right now because I'm not going to need a lot of T2 fertilizer just yet. But I will need some bioplastic. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this squash and put in a mushroom. And then I'll take that squash. And then when we expand again, I'll update that a little bit more. Okay, so we got our food growers in place. They're growing. The 2 new ones are growing effectively. The 2 new ones are growing mushrooms because we kind of rearrange things. I also wanted to get a couple more heaters in here if I could. Take a look at that power again. I've only got 10 power. So to put in a heater, I'm going to need some additional power. They take 21 each, so I'll need at least 30. So I could probably go ahead and put up some more solar panels and take care of that situation. So for solar panels, I need 2 cobalt. I'll take 6. 1 iron each. I'll take 3. Oops. Titanium. Oh no, I don't need titanium. Sulfur. I'll put the sulfur away. Silicon. I need 3 of those. Magnesium and aluminum. Need 3 each. Okay, now I can put up 3 solar panels. Now I might be starting to run out of room over here. I got to be a little more careful. I've got the water collector here, but I think I can squeeze in 3 here on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn it that way, just so it's facing, nominally facing south, which I've decided is the direction that the sun is most prevalent in, because it is on Earth, and I've just decided that that's the way it is, even though I'm not really sure. I haven't really measured it, but it doesn't matter which way I turn them. They're always 19.5. Okay, so we don't have any fuses yet, so we can't put up a energy fuse multiplier. Let's see, I've got the consumables. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I don't have any mushrooms. I've got a couple of eggplant. I've got a couple of beans. We'll go ahead and hang on to one of those beans. And the squash is still over here. I haven't moved it yet. All right, and algae. I believe we got algae over here. So I'll put that there. Okay, now we're going to need an algae spreader, and that's really the last of our gardening chores. Let's see what we've got. So we need 2 super, a water, 2 bioplastic, a magnesium, and that fertilizer. So I'm going to go over here to the supers, as I recall, had our bioplastic in it. So I'll go ahead and move the rest of this stuff too. Lerma, an overflow, and equipment over here. And I believe I have bioplastic over here. No, I don't. I have it somewhere. No, I don't. I don't have bioplastic yet. Okay, well, I will add bioplastic. It's actually going to go where the squash is, I believe. Yeah, I think so. I'll just go ahead and add it over here for the time being, so there's a place for it. And then I need a magnesium and water. Everything takes water. Okay. Ooh, interior stairs. How exciting. Okay, up. See what our water collector's doing. Okay, good. I'm going to fly down this time because I want to move that one. I'm going to perch myself on top of one of these here. And I'm going to disable that one. Oops. Not ready, not ready. Okay, and I'm going to create that one out a little bit so it's far enough away from this one. And then I'm going to create a T2 and put it over this way so that they're far enough away from each other that they should have plenty of growing space. This one has got some algae that's growing. It's not ready yet, and these other two will just get started. So that's that. Ooh, some iron here. Need that. I'll take the silicon too, because we just used some. I don't really need titanium at the moment. I'll just leave that there. So anyway, I'm going to go back up the ladder. And now, so we've got our 2 additional food growers, 2 additional flowers, and an additional algae spreader. Let's take a look at our power. We need 36, so I can only put in 1 power item. Now what I could do, I've got 11 solar panels at the old base, so what I could do is grab some aluminum, and I could just convert all of those into tier 2, and that would be quite a bit of, well, I need some magnesium too, but that would give us quite a bit of power. So I'm going to go ahead and build 1 more heater here while I'm here. Sorry about the spinning around. And then I will heater, titanium and aluminum, and then I'll grab a bunch of aluminum. And magnesium. And what else did I need? Titanium. And that will give me my heater upstairs. Tier 3 heater. Okay. Oops, come on. Just fits right there. Okay, so now I got those. Let's take a look at our overall production here. We're up to 81 MTI, Mega Terrestrial Index, or Terraforming Index, and we're 21% basically to moss. That's exciting. So we do have the oxygen and heating. The pressure is actually still lagging a little bit behind, but and the oxygen, we just got a big jump because we put out those 2 flower spreaders. We just put in 1 heater, so that doesn't really shock me. But once we get these solar panels in play, once I figure out how to get out of here again. Oops. My ladder is over by the biolab. And I will... Do I have this cleaned out? I don't remember if I cleaned it out. No, I haven't. That's okay. I don't need it right now, because I'm just as fast with my backpack at the moment. What I'm going to do, I don't think I have that much to carry back, so eventually we'll take the rover over there and we'll clean up that old base. And I have my little rover beacon that we didn't really need because I could summon that back, which I did at the end of the last part 17. Cruising over our water. That used to be our starting valley. It's now a nice big old lake. Go around this chunk of rock here. There's our base. I've already got some solar panels here. I'm going to go ahead and take down these couple of these turbines and build out some more. Yep, the food is low. Build out another part of this foundation. Okay, now I should have just enough space to tear down one of these and build a full-size solar panel, which I will put right here in back of these others. south is actually that way. But all right, now I've got these all pointed kind of west. So I'll stick with that pattern for the time being. Put another one up here. All right. Okay, tear that one down. Okay, got those out of the way. And I'll just put up another one here. Yep, and I'm running out of oxygen too. I'm going to jump back in here and eat some food and drink some water. Okay, what do we got in here? Oh, lots of stuff. Oh, ice. Okay. So I got enough space here to tear up a couple of these more of these. And put a couple more back here. What is this? Each one of these that I make is giving us additional 13 kilowatts of power. Which, you know, on the grand scale of things, when we get to the end game, is not going to be much. But for now, it gets us to the next place. So I'm going to go ahead and put these last two cut over here. I've got some more little ones over here. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so now I should be able to put up the rest of these. More in front. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and tear down these drills. And I'm going to go buy some aluminum. Okay. We do have tier 3 vegetubes here as well. They are contributing to our oxygen, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them there. Eventually we'll want to convert all of those to flower spreaders, but flower spreaders take a great deal more power. And we need fertilizer for each one of them. And a super alloy, which we're a little bit short on right now. So, let me run over to this little hut here and okay. And as I've said before, the tier 1 and the tier 2 drills actually are per kilowatt consumed more productive, but you just need so many of them to make up for a single tier 3 drill that it's hardly worth it. But I will go ahead and grab some aluminum here. Now we're running low, so I might have to hit the aluminum mine to find out some more. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this titanium away, some of this iron away. Actually, I'm going to need more iron and aluminum, so the titanium is going to be overly abundant. Let me just sort real quick here. So I've got 2, 4, 6. I'll drop 2 more titanium here. So I've got enough titanium for 5 new drills. I probably have enough power for that now. So I've got enough iron for 5 drills. Oops. Okay. And I'll put this magnesium back. And then I should have enough aluminum for 5 drills. It's needs enough space for the aluminum for 5 drills. Okay. And I might go ahead and move my drills a little bit further afield because they are getting kind of cattywampus there, and I think this space over here will be a nice flat field for them. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 5 new drills. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's go ahead and take these down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Incoming materials. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put another row of drills right behind these. And that'll bring us up to 10 drills. Keep an eye on my resources there. Oops, hang on. I don't know why my drill is being cranky. Alright, I've got 5 drills there, 5 drills in front, and I've got a couple more drills over here, which I'll leave here for the time being. I'm going to go grab, first I'm going to grab some oxygen. Drink. Okay, oxygen. Oh yeah, I've got this at T2 Vegetube down here too. Oh, and like 1 equipment locker. I'll take that too. Alright. Let's see what we got. Over in the aluminum space. Yeah, I don't have any more food with me, so need to make this a quick trip. Maybe those will clear up on the way back and we'll find some aluminum there too. Probably about time to start thinking about setting up some miners just for base materials. Okay. I'll go ahead and take as much as I can. Head back to base. Probably do. We are getting close to time. What we'll probably do, I'll do in the interim perhaps, is send up a rocket. We'll take a look at our current rocket situation. We'll probably need to send up a gonna need uranium, so we'll probably need to send up a asteroid attraction rocket with cobalt to get a heat multiplier. That'll come in handy. Take a quick look at what we've got in here. I'm going to go ahead and put some things away. Titanium's full. Iron. Oh. Aluminum. Magnesium. And I'll put the titanium in the overflow. Oh, looks like we had a couple more aluminum and magnesium over here that we can throw over here. Aluminum and magnesium. Okay, so we've taken some of the things out of the overflow. So let's take a look at our current status and we'll wrap it up for the week. I'm going to put in 1 more heater when we get a chance, but I want to check my power first. Still got plenty of power. Okay, so I've got algae spreaders out there. We've got quite a number of pressure drills, so I'm actually up to the pressure is actually exceeding the heat by a bit. So when we throw up another heat rocket too, I think we'll need to do that as well. And we just saw the plant rocket come in, so that'll be something useful. I believe we need lerma seeds to do that. Mushroom. ahead and grab these because we're going to need them. I'm going to drink some water and eat some beans, and I'm going to head downstairs. Okay, and over here we have our, oh, that's bacteria. Beans, eggplants, mushrooms, brand new 2 mushrooms, and squash. So we're actually starting to get a pretty good selection. I'm going to go ahead and grab some beans. Right now, beans are primarily for eating. Eventually, they'll be used to make superfood, or at least high-quality space food. But that requires honey, and that's going to take a little while. We've got to get the insects. All right. So, Slongofoil, Garha Makut, thank you very much. See you later. And thank you for watching. Take care.